Hello, everybody. Sorry I sound a little weird. At the moment, my computer's broken, so we're going to be doing this on the mobile Discord app. So, here we go. Dev Updates by Shad Zerios. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. This Monday's weekly development update is with Team Human's Turn. First of all, welcome to all newcomers who have joined our small community lately. We do weekly updates on our game. We rotate between three fields: creatures, human, and world. This helps our team to produce efficient and regular updates to you all. Now for the update. Hatchet's programming recipe. One of our two programmers, Hatchet, has been fixing bugs, editing, and perfecting existing mechanics within our test build. Some of these include weather now resets back to the default 10 minutes after /weather command. This should prevent the randomized weather system getting stuck in set weather when the command has been run. Hatchet calls this, I refuse to try to pronounce that, translation, hand in hand. Various balancing updates to all dragon stats. This means that the dragons behave more like their intended species within the game. Further testing for this is required and will be up for our Patreon testers shortly. Implemented a new over-the-shoulder aiming mechanic for grounded dragons. This will help you aim those fireballs, ice spheres, and lightning bolts better. This can be toggled off and on. Disclaimer. Below video is work in progress. Toggle aiming animation mechanic for all of our current test version dragons. Vulcan, Icy Crown, and Kirin in order. This is a rough first version of the mechanic and will be adjusted and edited later down the line. We're going to zoom it in more so that the creatures that have wings will not have wings clipping over the camera. Very cool looking. Example, over the shoulder aiming mechanic work in progress video showcasing the Icy Crown. Very cool. Example, over the shoulder aiming mechanic work in progress video showcasing the Kirin. Very cool. Fenrir's human combat overhaul. Our second programmer, Fenrir, is overhauling the code for human combat. The previous one that was set up, a placeholder that came with some of our placeholder marketplace assets, did not feel good and was rather messy. So instead of going through every single step in a command thread, it felt way more easier to make a new system with more flexibility that is far better optimized. Currently a work in progress. New medium iron armor 3D model sheet. Our PEB has been working hard with creating the next 3D model sheet for our 3D artist responsible with the human armor. With the heavy iron armor soon to be finished, the next one is already being added into the queue. Very cool. Man, that is one weird looking face. Here's a material breakdown through using different colors. This is especially handy for 3D artists when they create the 3D model and require better visuals on when creating the textures and materials. Very cool. Progress on the heavy iron armor 3D model. Speaking of the heavy iron armor for the humans, sculpting the trousers was finished recently. The next step, retopoli, and UV cutting. The set is slowly but surely coming very nicely together. Don't you agree? It's really looking really fancy. Wow, those are some trousers. Very, very trousery. Here we have the visuals of the trousers with the leg guards. Leg guards. Here what the lower torso looks like with the trousers, leg guards, and waist armor pieces. Very cool. You actually get to see chainmail. That's pretty cool. Da-da-da-da. And here is the entire torso with the armor. It is. This is the front view with the included chest and shoulder crystal decorations. Crystals! I love crystals. They're cool. Not like for any belief system. I just think geology is really cool. Which makes sense, seeing as I'm a paleontology nerd. Anyway. His entire torso with the armor. This is the back view with the included chest and shoulder decorations. Sorry for yawning so much, guys. It's been a really long day. I'm really tired. Very cool. Of course, you cannot show off the package without the helmet. Remove the waist armor bits so that the trousers are properly visible. You will have to respect the incredible detail this fantastic artist is putting into their work. His behind looks a little empty without that chain protection. Close up on the butt. I'm sorry. But it does look very, very cool. I love the helmet. I think I mentioned that before, but I love the helmet. I'm a sucker for cool looking helmets. New custom human animations on the way. Let's take a look at some of our custom human animations. Since humans are first person, we need to make some adjustments. More specifically, we need to make slightly different animations for the first person view. What the player sees and the third person view what other players see. This is because you cannot use third person animations with a first person camera. It would not fit and oftentimes make the body clip straight through the camera and obstruct the player's view completely. For example, you would end up seeing the inside or even the back of the characters' heads during the clipping. Additionally, the first person view needs a more stable view for the movement so it doesn't cause nausea or motion sickness, which is a very important thing. They're working on anti-seizure stuff and not anti-seizure, but seizure prevention. Because, importantly, some people do unfortunately get seizures from specific videos or movements or anything, and I do apologize if that happens. However, I do try to warn people when I remember. That being said, if you do know someone's having a seizure, or if it looks like they're having a seizure, then you should learn the basic necessary steps, which I will do after this video, just in case you need to help save their lives. Anyway, continuing on. What was I doing? Right. Here Sadek has animated a simple punch. I don't know who's tagging me, but we're going to ignore that for right now, guys. It will need some tweaks that will mostly just wrist and twist bones and other blending for smooth effect. Using the third person full body punch as a reference to get the timing correctly, so when a punch is registered, it visually matches up with the two different perspectives. Very cursed first person animation, but don't worry. The only thing you ever see from this animation is the upper left side of the screen. The little light gray square is the only visible bit. In short, whatever happens outside the camera's view in the first person view is nothing of concern at all. You'll never see it anyway. And that's how games trick you in every FPS. First up is the first person view. Top left right corner. Okay, is what the human player will see from their perspective. Pair of hands. So top left corner. So this you never actually see. You just see the punches, but they're going to work on the animation so when other people see you, you actually look like you're punching someone. Very cool. Following up the third person view. Again, this is what other players will see when they see a human player punch. which makes sense. I think they do that in a lot of multiplayer games. Searching for new Discord staff. Applications are open, which means if you don't want to be a dev, but you still want to help out the team, feel free to fill out the little thing right here. Patreon supporters, 2.2K. That's rocks. 2,700. Damn. You guys are killing it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Even if you didn't, that's perfectly fine. We all have our different opinions on everything. Hopefully I'll have my PC fixed so we don't have to do any more of these update videos on the phone, which is unfortunate that I have to do that. But you know what? I try to keep up with the content when I can. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Now, how the hell do I